knew all those people from the Justice League and the Justice Society were going to be in the episode, and I thought they'd be doing stuff, but they were just on screens talking in this borderline cheesy, speeches to each other.
Yeah, that was...
So, I'm like, why have all these... I
thought it was funny when Oliver called Hawkman Tweety Bird, though. That was funny. I liked that.
Hawkman was my downfall for kind of absolute justice. I thought
it was nice seeing Daniel Jackson's side of a pyramid temple.
I was pumped that they actually did his costume, because I thought for sure he's gonna wear a t-shirt or something and not have wings. I don't know how they're gonna play Hawkman, but I just not.
I think it. I wouldn't be. I'm okay with Oliver and Chloe continuing their relationship if they bring Black Canary in on the cast, and he ends up.
I doubt they're gonna do that.
This is a woman he's going to end up marrying.
I just doubt.
How can he ignore her?
But I don't want his relationship
silly.
with Chloe to end because of her death. I want them to just have a
nice party,
a nice clean break,
which I think is great because they
with
said
no bad tension or anything.
Which I think is great because I think once they realize, we don't have the thrill of saving the world, that all we have is like saving the world, and that's all we have together. Then maybe they realize, hey, we're not. It's just convenient, and we don't really love each other. We care about each other as friends, but actually an actual I love you relationship. Maybe they even look at Lois and Clark and think, man, we actually don't have that or something, but I think they should just part. I'm sorry, Chloe fans and Oliver fans, but that's not his wife. His wife is the one in the leather with the fishnets. Some nice fishnets, though. I would love to rock those fishnets.
Well, back to the episodes. My least favorite episode was probably Charade, the episode with it was actual character in the comic books, Maxwell Lord. I thought that was so kind of lame. His building device and the reading the people and how Clark broke through it. Like, there's another instance when they should just turn on the light or something, and I did not like that episode at all. Like, and the writing was kind of cheesy. It wasn't kind of cheesy. I know a lot of people really love Absolute Justice, but my favorite episode, probably the most epic episode of Smallville ever. The name kind of escapes me at this moment, which is kind of bad. But the episode when Zod killed Fiora. That was the most epic episode of Smallville ever.
The writing was good. Actually, was that the one that Justin Hartley actually wrote? That was very well written. That was a very good episode. My favorite moment though was when Lois kicked the stack of newspapers.
That was Idol. The episode called
She kicked the stack of newspapers in front of Clark, stepped up on him, and just grabbed him and claimed him as her own. I thought that was the best. That was the top kissing moment I've ever seen in my life was probably the upside down Spider-Man kiss, and I think that moment with Lois and Clark is just right underneath there. That was just awesome. I can't think of not one other kissing moment in any movie or television thing that topped that. Oh, and I love the fact that after Lois kissed the Blur, she realized it was Clark, because if she wouldn't have, that would have been ridiculous.
Yeah, it would have been ridiculous. She realized Zod wasn't the Blur because of the touch or whatever. She'd been kissing all up on Clark and stuff.
Right, so that would have been absolutely ridiculous. I wonder, I'm just curious if she's going to, just pretend like she doesn't know for a long time.
That'd be so silly, because...
Well, I just,
she already was fussing, like, I need you to trust me and tell me things, and...
But she's been very understanding. They can't have her repeat... They can't have her act like Lana, and I don't think they should repeat what Terry Hatcher and Dean Cain did.
I mean, with this season, how they set it up, I did not expect them to set it up as much as they did with that glimpse in the future and the costume and everything. They went more advanced than what I thought they would. So they really set themselves up where they have to meet up to our expectations.
I
think they have to move faster than what I originally thought they would.
But I think this next season will probably be the last season.
I think it'll be the last season.
But I think they should go out with a bang. I think
they should go out with a bang.
I think every episode should be written by Justin Hartley.
Zod's monologue, he's just talking about burning the world and be cinders underneath his boot or something, and all will kneel before Zod. And you know what? anyone who says they don't like Callum Blue is I can just go suck it because I really like
I love his accent.
His accent is great. I really liked him. I really did.
Do too. He's believable. He's
and
you know he's not
his
he's
shining
not
moment through the whole series was that monologue. I don't know if Justin Hartley wrote that part specifically, but whoever did, kudos to you because that was just fantastic. And when he killed Fiora and realized he killed his child, when the whole situation in breakup between him and Jor-El was over the fact that he wouldn't bring his child back to life. I mean, it was absolutely the most epic episode of Smallville ever.
Shakespeare. No, okay. Here's a question: did you actually believe? Do you think that Clark set that up or tried to trick him into retelling him, I killed Fiora, whatever, and had all the Kandorians listen? Do you think Clark set him up, or it just was a coincidence?
I don't want to say it was a coincidence because he obviously came there.
I don't think Clark
he obviously
that smart.
I don't think he's that smart really, but
not on his toes.
But he obviously came there to get the truth,
right?
For all of them.
The thing I don't really care for about Chloe sometimes is that how she, she tries to be good, but she still will kind of maneuver, things her way.
What kind of advice, Clark? I love you, but you have to leave.
I know.
With you and your people.
Like, here comes another example of bad excuses. I mean, bad. She keeps just giving bad advice to Clark. It's always her. It was always her giving bad advice to Clark. And, and Chloe, and Clark was just like, no, I'm going to do things my way. The only time where, he was wrong, actually, no, that wasn't Chloe, that was Oliver. My bad. It was the Davis Bloom thing, and that was Oliver. But Chloe's, a lot of times, she just gives him bad advice, but he doesn't really listen to her. He comes to her when he needs things.
Like, I just couldn't believe, I mean, how long did they have to ponder that? She's just kind of made up her mind. It was
right.
Like, trying to convince him that everything he's ever done, everything that Dr. Fate said, and there's obviously this destiny that's been in the motion for the past 9 years, and she kind of threw that away with, well, you know what, maybe Jor-El was screwing with the Clark.
Right.
Maybe it was all coming down to this moment,
and you just have to leave.
And you just have to go.
But I like how he incorporated that sacrifice, he didn't incorporate the sacrifice story, of taking the blade into his gut. And, it really wasn't in his gut, though. It was more on his side. Mm-hmm. And, fall off the building. I thought it was good. I thought that was a pretty good shot of him falling. Not the close up, but the wide lens shot was pretty good.
So I'd probably say that was the second best season finale of Smallville ever. Because the first one, I don't think anything could top those tornadoes when Lon and because we still liked her at the
we
time.
We thought he was going to fly right then and there with the tornado.
I just remember that. Clark! Lana! Do we continue?
Yeah, that was really good. I think.
I don't the episode. No,
that was the biggest cliffhanger.
That was the biggest cliffhanger. The best, as far as the whole entire episode. This takes the cake. I wouldn't be so against Oliver and Chloe if there wasn't those people in the background. They're like, maybe they won't go by the comic books because this is an alternate universe, and they can be together forever. Like, I've heard people say this, and it's like,
are you idiots? Are you kidding me?
Like, seriously?
Are you kidding?
And that's what they said about Lana and Clark too. I mean, maybe a different set of people, but they're these
No, I'm sorry.
There's still people out there theorizing that Chloe's really Lois? Because that was a theory.
What is wrong with you people? This is just how it's going to be. Clark is going to marry Lois. Oliver is going to marry Black Canary. And I'm sorry, but Lana ends up marrying Pete.
Yep.
And they have a baby named Clark Jr.
It's not named Clark Jr.
It's Clarky.
It's like Clark
Clarky.
with an E at the end.
Clarky.
Because it's different. It's not creepy that way.
Anyways, tell us what you think.
I wish we had spoilers to give, but we don't really know anything.
Well, we usually give the
it's always like midway or something.
Yeah, we'll give spoilers when the season premiere comes up. Okay? Anyways, I'm Katrina.
I'm Christina.
And we're the Gorgeous Geeks.